What up, Apsa Nation? Welcome to the 15th episode of Soy, or as I like to call it today, AOY, since Joy's been used about 2 times already, so I gotta be original, you know? Most of you already know many of us, including myself, have been impacted heavily by the COVID pandemic in many different ways, which is why for today's topic, I'll be talking about the different ways to survive quarantine. The reason I chose to talk about this topic is because I've already been inside my house for basically 99% of the pandemic. And honestly, it definitely does affect me mentally and physically a lot of times. Ever since quarantine began, I'll have times where I'll just wake up one day and I'll feel extremely unmotivated, or I'll feel really stressed out by what the future has in store, with my head filling itself with questions such as, will I make it through this pandemic, or will I be able to graduate and get a good job when this is all over? Even if I'm not battling against my inner thoughts constantly throughout the day, I'll feel really exhausted physically, and sometimes I'll just end up laying in my bed all day long because I just don't have the energy to get up unless I have to eat or do something really important that needs my attention. Now, the things I just described were a really common experience for my quarantine in the beginning and throughout the entire summer, but it's definitely gotten a lot better as I learned to manage myself in various different ways so that I could end up feeling better the next day or just being overall healthy. One of the things that has kept me sane was staying in contact with at least a few friends. I would satisfy most of my social needs by inviting them to play games online or just hopping to a Discord call with them and talking to them all day long. But of course, you can't always talk to your friends since, everyone has their own thing going on, or they're busy, or they have a job and they can actually leave the house, things like that. One of the solutions to that is to simply become busy yourself, as silly as the solution sounds, and you're probably thinking, wow, what am I gonna do when I'm stuck inside the house the whole time? But there's actually plenty of ways that you can become busy even though you're just at home, like getting ahead in your studies and plans, or doing something a bit more fun, like finding a new hobby such as working out, running, reading, or even cooking. A lot of these hobbies I've actually begun doing myself, and most of them have all helped me become occupied while also improving various different aspects of myself, so I don't feel like I'm truly stuck doing absolutely nothing, like, laying in bed, like I mentioned earlier. Surviving quarantine isn't just all doing that. It's also about what you eat and when you sleep, and I definitely still struggle with that right now, but depending on what I eat and when I sleep, I will feel a lot better the next day, or if I eat really poorly, well, I'll feel like the beginning of quarantine all over again, and then all the other things I mentioned earlier in the video will come back and haunt me for the rest of the day, and that's just how it is sometimes. It doesn't always have to be like that, of course. As long as I stick to the advice that I'm offering to you all today, I can enjoy the days I have more often, and be grateful that I am doing alright. I hope I was able to at least help out one of you today, as this has definitely been one of my biggest struggles for me. And I know that I'm not alone, and I hope that you know that you are also not alone. Anyways, thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you all have a great day, and I hope you all stay safe, and I'll see you all soon.